I'm back. Okay, I was doing something wrong. I was coloring on the silicone mat, which actually meant that I was embossing at the same time on the front, so it wasn't coming out that well. So I did a no-no, and I did some coloring here, which there goes the embossing, the raised part, and then I went back again and I colored the back end to make sure that on the pad again, and I used this to, when I did it on the pad, just to blend it out a little bit on that side. So you can see here, that's a very light flick. This is the heavier one. I don't know if you can see the difference. I think you can. There. So that's the simplest part. The next part is I want to do sentiment on there. Now, what came with this says happy anniversary, and that is very difficult to do. I can tell you right now, because you have to use a really, really sharp tool to go in there, and you don't want to break the paper and put it through the paper and make holes in the paper. Now, I have this. And we've got celebrations for you, special occasion. I'm going to use just a note. I don't know if it's coming out for you that way, or if it's coming out upside down or backwards or in a mirror thing. And so that's what we're going to do here. We're going to turn it over to the other side. Well, first I'm going to figure it out where I want to put it. And I just might center it just for the heck of it. Just a note. Let's see if I can get this. How do you center it? And how far do you know how to do this? I'm going to go to the bottom of, I don't know if you can see this, so special occasion. I'm going to go to the bottom part of the lowercase letters. And I'm going to line it up that way and see if I like it. Let's see if I like it if I go to the top of, nope. I think I'd rather go this way. And when I go this way, I have to go back and get my cheap tape again. If you can see anything of my special occasion. Is that, okay, I'm going to try my best to center it. All right, let's see. Just about. Kind of, sort of. All right. Now, the best part about this type of thing is there's always small butterflies to just counter the effect of not being centered. And it could be a little bit off. Now you can see what I said about warping, because that's what it's doing right now. Wonderful. We can deal with that later. Now I'm going to use a small ball. All these balls, and don't laugh. I know what you're thinking. So we're going to put in just a note. Now, here's a trick. First of all, I'm going to need more. Dryer sheet here, because it's going to be hard to do. And I'm going to try to take a small, pretty much as small as I can. You don't want it really, really small. It'll look terrible. Now, the other thing I didn't do, just a note. I have it on the wrong side. So you can see where just is going to be. Let's tear this thing. There goes my $100 manicure. Whatever. Just bear with me a moment. If you're bored, just fast forward. I don't care if you do that. So that's, that just has to be on this side of the paper, right? I don't know if you can see that. Just has to be on this side of the paper. So that you know. you fold it over, you turn this over. Just a note, so J wants to be over here. Can you see that? Okay, J wants to be on this side, not on that side. So we got to make sure we're putting the J in the right spot, and this is the right place. And how am I going to actually make sure that it's going to be nice and straight? In this case, I'm going to take the lower case letters. I'm going to line it up with the lowercase letters and see if that's what I like. I can line it up with the top of the lowercase letter. I don't like it, so we're going to go this way. The other thing you can do is take a pencil and do some markings. Light pencil it, and you can take an eraser, a very nice eraser, like a silicone eraser. And yes, I know, I'm in love with silicone. Okay, the best thing to do is not use the absolute finest ball on this. So this is pretty fine, but if I take another one, I think I have a feeling... Oh, see, it doesn't look like it's doing anything. All right, maybe this is better. Okay, just a note. And this is thick, and that's not going in. And you're just going to follow the grooves. That's groovy. That's the name of the company, is Groovy. So if you're from the 60s or whatever, the 70s, you know what I mean. And so it's not always going to be smooth. And I'm going to go over this once. And at the end, I'm going to go over it again. Because a lot of times when you're doing sentiments, parts of the letters don't show through on the other side, and it's hard to go back and line it up again. But if you have all these, I have here, here, and here, I have Scotch tape, so I can take that off on this side and just flip it over just to see what I'm doing. And see, some letters might need more than others, more. Go over it again a couple more times. I'm going to do that anyway at this point. And it's easier now. We're doing an A. You see I have a dark background. That works better. The light background does not. Because you want to be on the dark side, Luke. You come over to the dark side. Okay, now I'm going to take the tape off. There's my colored pencils on this side. And I'm going to take a look. Oh, you know what? That's pretty good. The E has to be done over. That way I don't have to actually, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I don't know if, see, I'm actually have to move it and start to put back in again. Okay, now I'm going to go to the next step in a second. I'm going to go some paper.